The iGrafx Origins platform provides you with a complete version history of your file. By simply selecting your file and going to the History tab, not only can you see, of course, the current version, but you can go back through time and look at previous versions of the file to see how it has changed or been modified over time. Here in version 2, we notice that there is a terminal shape and that there is also not a supporting group identified within the swim lane or within the pool. If we go back to our history and look at the current version, we can see that now there is a group identified and that terminal shape has been removed and a line has been connected. Now, if these changes were not readily apparent, by going back to the History tab, we also have the ability to compare previous versions. So right now we'll compare version 5, and selecting from our drop-down list, we'll go to version 2 and select Compare Version. This will overlay a copy of the files on top of one another, highlighting the individual changes that may have occurred. Below, we will see a list of all of the changes identified, which lines were updated. There's also other views. If I would prefer to see just a list of what has changed, I can select the node here, or I can come back and I can see both of them side by side, or just review the individual diagram. If I prefer to do a search or query, by selecting the search tool, I might enter add to only look for where items were added or modified. Other views that we have up here towards the top are the ability to see the diagrams side by side, or to overlay them on top of one another, as was the default view, by selecting the next button here. Selecting this option overlays them, and if I prefer to see an overview and maybe see less of the old and more of the new, by selecting our toggle option here, we can scroll back and forth to see more of the old, or we can scroll to see more of the new, or have them overlay.